Well, you thought it was done. You thought we were finished with segments and that would be it for new Transformers. Then we could coast the rest of the week and just relax and then have a nice Saturday night live stream for the Transformer Slag podcast. But no. After we did all that craziness yesterday, multiple segments, more than any podcast should do or YouTube channel, it seems that there's more. There's more that we have here. So our Transformer Tuesday, while it's behind us now, or our Fan First Tuesday. I think Isabel got it right the first time with Transformer Tuesday. We have more stuff. These are images leaked from the factory, photography that supposedly has been kicking around for quite a few weeks now, and now has been publicly shown so we could talk about these. So what we got here is two repaints. I want to use this as a way to kind of dispel some misinformation that was kicking around in relation to one of these and give you guys an idea of what's really going on here. We have a repaint of the Titans Returns Twin Twist mold from the Titans Return line, Deluxe Class Twin Twist. And we have a repaint from the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Deluxe Class Waspinator. We'll talk about the Waspinator first because that's the one that I kind of want to cover some stuff here quickly. So, about a couple months ago, we got a listing for a Transformers Buzzworthy Bumblebee Legacy Multipack, a 4-pack. We've had these before in the past. We had that 4-pack that had the Cheetah Bra, Black Arachnia, and the Nemesis Primal. Really cool multi-pack. I loved that because it gave a nice little grab bag of all kinds of weird different stuff in there. And we're going to be getting another one of those. And this listing that was posted online that was found was that we're going to get this 4-pack. It's going to be $73.99, a Target exclusive. And it was going to have, and this is just from the listing that we knew, a Goldbug. Now, what is that Goldbug going to be? We don't know. I'm hoping it's the Netflix Deluxe Class Bumblebee with that shattered glass head on it. But who knows? They might just use that Cliff Jumper mold yet again. Here's hoping, fingers crossed. We're going to be getting a Deluxe Insecticon Ransack based off of the Generation 1 1985 Deluxe Insecticon Ransack. Probably going to be a retool, maybe just a brand new head sculpt of the Kickback that we got from Legacy up to this point, Wave 1. We have a toy Scorponok, as they listed here, which is going to be supposedly just a straight-up repaint of the Scorponok Sandstorm repaint that we got from Generation Selects, which would be an easy one. Deluxe class there. And the last one they had here was listed as Paralyzer. Now, Paralyzer was the Botcon 2015 repaint of Generations Deluxe Class Waspinator done in like white and pink. That's who Paralyzer was. This image here that we see today is using the Kingdom Waspinator, the brand new Waspinator mold, but it's doing it in blacks and purples. Now, those blacks and purples are not the Paralyzer color scheme at all. That's Parasite's color scheme. I worked on that 4-pack of those Waspinator repaints back in the day with Botcon, with Jesse and Pete and all the crew. I was more specifically responsible for Storm Rider, aka King Wodoros or King Waruder. Really wanted to do that Diaclone homage kind of thing going on there. There was a whole development history with that 4-pack and what would have happened in the future. One day I'll take the time to sit down and explain what could have been with a Botcon 2017 and beyond. But that was a Botcon 2015 thing. Some of their bios were featured in the Transformers Timelines comic books, the retail Diamond Edition, issue number 11, I believe it was. One of my first comic book credits, actually, all the way back then. But yeah, it's the purple repaint, judging by the color scheme here. And that would make it now that it's not Paralyzer like all the listings that we've seen up to this point. This is actually Parasite. Maybe they just don't have the trademark for Parasite, so they're going to call it Paralyzer instead. But this is clearly the I guess we'll call it the Wasp Warp, as we call it within the Botcon crew, Wasp Warp repaint. But at the same time, still pretty cool. Again, another Botcon homage that also kind of in the, I guess we'll call it, expanded universe of Diaclone fiction too, because that's kind of what those guys fell into, was like, hey, what if the Diaclone story continued? What if it existed in another universe and we had all of that? So that's kind of what it was. So it kind of is an expanded universe Diaclone figure in a lot of ways, but it's a Botcon homage. So that's pretty cool. I dig that. I know Jesse's probably loving it because he was the one who worked on that deco and everything. So that's pretty awesome. The other one we got here is this Titans Returns Twin Twist mold, which is fantastic on its own because the Titans Return Twin Twist mold was impossible to get, very difficult to find. That figure goes for stupid money right now. So to get another opportunity to get your hands on that mold in some shape or form, that's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. Now the colors that we're seeing here, obviously it's, slightly mistransformed, missing its Titan Master, aka Headmaster. This is clearly going for the old Diaclone Attack Robo drill tank color scheme from back in 1981. So it's a little throwback again to the Diaclone kind of origins and everything like that. Although the emblem on it is kind of going for a little bit of a shattered glass kind of color scheme. So maybe they're trying to do some double duty here, but who knows? It still looks really cool, though. I think that looks really, really awesome. And, I mean, I really hope that that one there, I just have a feeling that one's going to probably be a Generation Selects or something, at least to my knowledge. That's what I think they're probably going to go for. Because there hasn't been any listings up to this point that indicate that we were getting something like this. At the same time, would they really want to reissue a Titans Return mold after all this time and do it as an individual release? Maybe. I could see this maybe being part of a set. Maybe we'll also have the top spin Diaclone colors, which is like also kind of a red and blue, but flipped around the other way. That's a possibility too. But it's still pretty hype. Again, it gives people another opportunity to get those molds if they didn't get them the first time. Granted, it's not the classic colors, but considering how stupidly expensive the secondary market is with those guys and how they kind of came out at the tail end of the line, which is what always causes those increase in value, this is a good second opportunity, even if it's not painted the same way. Otherwise, this is pretty cool. Again, how these are going to be distributed, we know that at least the Parasite is going to be part of that 4-pack unless something is lost in miscommunication. And that Twin Twist, we'll see what happens. Maybe it's part of a 2-pack. Maybe it's part of a future 4-pack. Maybe it's a standalone retail item or a store exclusive. Who knows? But Hasbro's really making good use of all of these molds, even if some of them are quite a few years away. That Twin Twist mold, when was that? That's got to be at least 2017, 2016-ish. No, 2017, I'd have to say. So again, a good 5 years. That one too was sitting, before they decided to dust it off and do something with it again. So still pretty hype stuff. Love it. I dig it. Again, doing the Botcon stuff. Maybe it's a little bit of a bias because I kind of worked on some of that stuff in the past too. So if some of that kind of stuff does bubble to the surface again, that's pretty cool. It's kind of like when they did Slitherfang. Like I was just like, ooh, that's a TFCon thing. Ooh, that's a deep cut. I like it. And anyways, let me know what you think, guys. Pretty hype stuff. Hopefully this is it for the news this week. But no promises there. There might be some more reveals. It's been a crazy week. I'll talk to you again really soon.